I think it would be crazy to have her like as a full companion, especially with her not being able to die. But yeah, and I mean you have her as a camping companion, which is also really nice. Hey, Elminster.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air.
That's a
Yes,
coincidence.
distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there?
And of course he knows. I never thought about buffing her up, that's so smart. Yeah, right? Me neither. Whoa, I never seen him in Act 3. Oh, didn't you do, like, Gale's quest? I think I've left Gale by the wayside, that's why. Oh no, poor Gale. I'm not a Gale fan. You don't seem all that surprised to see Gale, well, alive and well.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Karsus' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself.
How much do you know,
Perhaps
Elminster?
now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
Yeah, I remember me being there, and I was like, isn't there usually like a scene? That's when you get it. You have to do this first. First you have to do some crimes. And stealing some books. I keep wanting to call Elminster Gandalf. Elminster the Grey. Also has a certain ring to it. He basically is Gandalf. Yeah, that's the thing. You should meet her, Gale. She might be able to help us. Let's hope.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right.
What is this
An
light
audience
here?
with the mother of magic, it is.
Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start.
I think so too.
Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
I like Elminster. But oh boy, Gale, this will be an interesting meeting. Are you romancing anybody in this playthrough? I am. I'm actually romancing multiple characters, because I do have a... where is it? I do have like a poly romance mod. But yeah, first time I romance Gale, because I'm very subtle about that. You can ask the chat. Gale is kind of my favorite character. I'm not subtle about that. But yeah, in this playthrough, I am romancing, well, all the guys. So, Astarion, Gale, Wyll, Halsin, that was it. And also Shadowheart, because I was curious. Did you ever try, like, a different romance from Astarion, or just Astarion? You have a gay shrine in Discord. Yes, it's very subtle, it's just on Discord. It's very hard to see what characters I'm simping for. I am very holding back on commenting. Anyway.
So all it took to get Mystra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to sleep now. Have a good stream. Thanks so much, Cactus. It was really nice to see you and speak with you. And yeah, I hope you're going to have a very nice weekend. Enjoy the time with family. And yeah, hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye. Have you seen the cosplay D&D? I did. It's really hilarious. I really love it. I keep going back to Astarion lore, but I do have a Githyanki Wizard playthrough going for Gale. I mean, for me it's the same with Gale. So, yeah, the idea was originally to do a different romance in this game, and I realized, like, I'm not going to romance anyone besides Gale. So, if I have to choose, and so the idea was to go for polymod, so I don't have to choose. Yeah. That was nice watching stream for me too. I'm very happy to hear that, thank you. But I gotta say, also the Astarion romance I saw so far, I mean, it's just been like the Act 1 and Act 2 scene. Still waiting for the Act 3 scene. It's also really nice. Yeah, we're not feeding into Gale's hubris, so we are being very careful. Well, what do you think she wants to say?
Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
Should we do this first? Should we do this before going to Lorroacon? I agree. It's time we headed for the Stormshore Tabernacle.
After you.
I like you, Aelin, but Gale first. Okay, we're going to go for the Stormshore Tabernacle, and then we do Aelin's quest and go to Lorroacon. And then I'm going to sleep sometime. Okay. I think... Yeah, I think teleporting is faster. Alright.
So you wish to be a god, Gale?
Oh.
You know the wizard Irenicus attempted the same thing by leeching divine blood from a ballspawn.
Listen to her.
Ah, transfusion. Interesting strategy. Hard to get hold of a god's blood, of course. But one could.
Not her point.
He managed it. After murdering my husband and torturing my friends and I for half a year.
Did I say interesting? Oh, I meant terrible, of course. Terrible strategy.
Wow, Gale. Oof. I'm just wondering if they have something to say about like the Night Song questline.
Ugh,
Yes.
pointy-headed old fart talks too much. But he has also moved mountains,
No, it's about
walked
Elminster.
between plains, and dragged himself back from death a dozen times. If he still believes in Gale, the boy should not be overly concerned what his ladylove thinks. Goddess or no.
Excuse me. Let's not talk about his former lover.
Poor Gale. I hope he knows that a goddess abandoning him needn't be the end. I know from experience.
Oh gosh, look how sad Gale looks. Lord Jaheira is the best. She really is. I really like her. Even without knowing like the previous games. Did you play like BG1 and BG2?
So, Mistress requested a chat with Gale. Unusually polite for a god. I do hope it goes well. We've pissed off enough gods already.
Let's hope there will be cake and tea. We can also talk with him about the Necromancy of Thay. So, you unlocked the Necromancy of Thay. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes. No. I'm not sure. It is full of terrible secrets, including Cazador's bloody right to profane ascension. But it told me nothing new. Then again, it was filled with otherworldly power, which I am more than happy to wield to my advantage.
Of course you are. I have not, but my best friend is right now. Oh. I think my interest in lore is strong enough for me to ignore the old graphics and play them. Yeah. I heard many good things about them, like also from like, for example, Alistair or Malachan in the chat. But for me it's really hard to get into the games because they are like really old. But apparently they're really good, so if you can get into them, there are lots of people recommending that. I guess Gale's not going to say anything to that.
My time is yours. What do you need?
Just you and everything's perfect. Oh boy, we can talk about a lot. Why does Elminster have such faith in you? Wow, that sounds not very nice.
I've often asked myself the same question, and never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it.
I'm too stupid to heed risks and warnings.
You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
Aren't there also people saying like cheese has like certain character? I'm not one of those people. Do you regret not using the orb when you had the chance? I really hope the answer isn't yes.
I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. But for now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, you. I'd like you to meet me at Mistress Shrine. We should hear what she has to say.
Of course.
He's not very chip. No! Ah! No! Gale, this... Where are you going? What? Where is he? Oh my gosh, did we just lose Gale? Okay. Well.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Gale. What? What was that? What? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what we're trying to do is we go to camp, we go back, and we... Oh. Gale's gone. What the heck? Panic. What the heck? Gale's gone. Is it? But he still is in our quest log. But I just said, like, meet me at the shrine. We are here. This is the shrine. Maybe it was buggy with the mods? Because we have like 5 companions? Okay, Jaheira. I'm panicking, so you have to go back to camp for a moment.
You're sure?
Yes. Because I mean, now she also just like walks off. But we can find her at camp. Gale, where are you? Mizora's looking at herself in the mirror again. There's Gale. What the heck?
Anything I can do for you, consider it most enthusiastically done.
Just join me. Okay, I don't know what happened. We will just ignore it. Hey, Jaheira, you can join me again.
As you...
I was curious. I know Gale's kinda Okay, Gale's not waiting there. Things are very odd here. Hey, Wyll.
Mystra wants to meet Gale. Impressive. The only thing a god's ever offered me is a cold shoulder.
What kind of god did you interact with? Anyway. Okay. Let's hope it works this time.
One
Hey,
day I'll catch a
Gale.
break.
Anything I can do for you, consider it most enthusiastic.
Okay, now we talk to the shrine, I guess?
There she
Yes.
stands, just
Okay.
as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
No.
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
It looks very
Stream of
cool.
Pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well? Are you composing a poem in your head or some such?
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again.
Jaheira.
The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
Why is Jaheira so impatient? You're ready for this, Gale.
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always
Classic.
wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
You're never nervous? I envy you. What is your trick? How do you get rid of anxiety? Well, do you know what you're going to say to her?
During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Foolhardy confidence. You know, I am foolhardy. Can't I just take the foolhardy confidence instead of the foolhardy anxiety? But yeah, you can do this, Gale. It will be awkward, especially since you wanted you to just blow up. But leave the crown behind. Don't think about that. You're not taking me with you.
The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone.
I had to step away to get dinner briefly. Oh, nice. What are you having? Enjoy your food. How do you get Gale back? I think Gale vanished due to the... I have a mod which allows me to use like 5 fighting members instead of just 4. And I think that was the issue. So I kicked out Jaheira, added at camp Gale back in, and then he appeared in front of the shrine, and then I added Jaheira. And now, here we are. Seek her forgiveness, Gale. It might be your only hope of curing the orb.
Mystra's forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Karsa, she'll hardly be in a forgiving mood after that.
I don't want
I
to
think
do
it's
that.
best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 Dragon Ante.
Gale, I never
I'll
said
let
I
Mystra
wanted you
show
to
her
do that.
flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Just drop the crown, Gale.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute. The crown of Karsus.
Mystra.
And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover. My chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated.
Yes, the Saint Earrings
unleashed
scale.
something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
Great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on. As you always did.
Who
So
was
be
that
it.
Gale?
Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Don't be a fool, don't be a Karsus. But oof, I also feel sorry for Gale. Well, what a meeting. I like 2. Sorry, Devil. Which option 2? At what point? I was kind of focusing on the scene, sorry. I wonder if a Gale Origin run lets you make choices here. I'm quite sure about that, because I can tell you if you play as Shadowheart, in the scenes where you interact with Shar or have like flashbacks, you do get to do your own choices. And that's really cool. Well, hello there, ex-lover who happens to be a goddess. Hello, ex-lover who happens to be a bob. Take a room, you two. Well, Gale of Waterdeep, my love.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time.
How do you feel now you've done it?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite Weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the
still
orb
kept
was
you
an
alive.
ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
Hubris, overconfidence. You also make mistakes, Gale, that's okay. But kinda really bad right now. Making a squirm, but that was beforehand. What did you choose for Gale, Devil? Did you push him into taking the... Well, you don't have to push him. Did you support him in taking the power. It's all so easy to miss things when we're blinded by desire.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed.
I mean, I would
Even
know.
so,
I'm the Dark Urge.
I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus.
He seems like he's open to do that, right? I supported him, but without having the final fight, it's up in the air. Oh. Anyway, I gotta go and get on a Zoom call. Thanks for the stream. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for chatting. It's been really nice to meet you. And yeah, would be cool to see you again in the future. And yeah, all the best for your Zoom call. And welcome back, cool kids. How you doing? I find it funny how the Emperor constantly tries to manipulate me. Yeah. And in such a bad way, right? Then we need to take this chance. You deserve to be cured, Gale.
Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now,
you don't have to prove
I
yourself,
believe we have
Gale.
a date with an elder brain to get to. Shall we?
You don't have to prove yourself, Gale. It's okay. You don't have to make up for anything. Put put. And hey, thanks so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Hey, we also reached the goal. So double thanks for that, Backhill. Oh gosh, hey Lord Gortash. How about no? I think we never talked to them, right? Yeah, no, not getting sidetracked, Ethan. We do that later. There is a marker. We don't have to do it right now.
Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign. For several reasons.
This person is so wild. Hey Edward, can I call you Edward? Anyway, Edward. I'm not called Edward. It would be crazy if her name actually was Edward. Like, how do you know me? Woot woot. Oh boy. What was that? Why was it jumping? I'm intimidated. Anyway. I guess we have a wizard to beat up. And it's not Gale, don't worry.